Welcome back to the live stream here. It's getting cloudy. We are now halfway through this round 4 and a sprinkling of rain already. We are going to get wet. Absolutely. Now, let's have an update as to where things are. Let me just get my information for us here. So it's a school day today, thanks to UniSA, rounds 4. Coromandel Valley Primary School are 2 laps up. That is Black Betty, and they need to win this. They need it for the points for the championship. The reason they need it is because they need to get away from Horsham Western Haven Primary School, Wimmera Vispa, who have been sensational this season and unbeaten. So Coromandel Valley Primary School can score perfect points here and go into the Australian International Pedal Prix with top marks, 300 points. Crafers Primary School Comet is sitting in 3rd. Now, category S2. I'm going to go from 3rd here. Unity College Bunyip with 148 points if they win. If they sit where they are right now. In 3rd, won't be enough for them. They need to really win today. They're sitting there from Murray Bridge. They're second in the championship so far. As you can see, the wind is picking up here. St. Peter's College Quicksilver in 2nd at the moment in the race. And first is Pembroke School Phoenix, 7 laps up. That's about 10 kilometres. This is a team that's got a perfect score so far and looking very, very good for the championship, the UniSA Australian HPV Super Series. But also, they're looking good, really, as well. We'll go to their pits now. We've got Sequoia Fran over in the... Actually, we're not going there yet. I'm just being told. I need to get my voice out of my ear. It's coming back to me about 2 seconds later. We'll go to that in a little while. I'm being told that we're going to go to Category 3 first. That's where he is at the moment. So let's look at Category 3. At the moment, a sensational run by Vector. Vector are in Category 3. They're from St. Peter's. They're on 300 points at the moment. Sequoia is there. So let's go to Sequoia Fran now.
Thank you, Paul. We're here with St. Peter's. They are currently leading the senior secondary class. I'm here with William. So, where are you with this team?
Me personally, I'm the coach of the team. I used to race for them last year, but now I'm no longer at school, so I can't. So that's a very different experience and a different sort of stress, really, not having control of what they do. But I've got trust in the riders.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys currently leading the championship in the senior secondaries. So now you're the coach. How does it go, like, trying to put your knowledge back on the riders? How many years of experience have you had?
So I've raced since year 6, so that's 6 years now, maybe my 7th. But across the team, we've got a lot of depth in terms of how long they've ridden for. What I try and do is really focus making sure the bike's very well kept mechanically, but also focusing on our strategy now on race day. The riders themselves, the Vector boys have their own coaches anyway, because most of them are quite good cyclists. So it's mostly just strategy on race day for me and keeping them on 3 wheels and riding fast.
Gotcha. So you've got a system here. What's this? Some new technology. How does it help you win a race at the end of the day?
Yeah, so it's an app that my brother and I developed. So we track all our trikes and we can see where they are in GPS, auto lap timing. But we can communicate with our riders via text and also voice messages back and forwards. So it means that we're really able to strategize with whoever's in the bike and work out when we want to attack or whatnot. Because at the moment, Pembroke are actually putting some distance into us now, but really all 3 are together. So it's working out, knowing who's riding, talking with them, working out how they're feeling, and seeing when they're going to go. But also, if we have any issues with the trike, we're able to sort of work out what they are before they come into the pits, where things are rubbing, where the noises are coming from. So we're not having to have that conversation with the rider as soon as they get out the bike.
Yeah, I always remember the time. I used to be a racer myself. You know, it's always hard to communicate back to your team, but I guess having that in place will always help. You can hear one there now. Bit flat on the tyre, but yeah, That's great for the team, I guess. And this is just your own program then.
Yeah, no, it's something we've made, and there's been interest in from other teams, a lot of it, and we're not sure whether or not it's something we want to sell and get out there or just keep to ourselves, really, because it is quite a competitive advantage we've found.
Definitely. Now, Norwood Mori Alta is your other competitor for the day. How do you feel that you're going to go against them? They've got a pretty good team in play.
Yeah, Norwood certainly have a strong team. We've done well the last 2 races, although the most recent Vic Park we were both plagued with mechanical issues, so it's a bit even, really. We're hoping we'll get it across, but they are a very strong team and not someone to underestimate.
Definitely. Halfway through the season now. We've got plenty of racing to go. Good luck for today, and we'll see what happens. All good, Willie.
Koya, fantastic there to talk to Will. We mentioned just a moment ago Norwood. Well, what we'll do, we'll get Sequoia to head down to Norwood, Mori Alta and focus. It's not too far, so we'll talk to him soon. With me at the moment from Xavier in Year 10, so one of the S3 teams, is Green Edge and Cam. Cam, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be here, and yeah.
Mate, your team yourself, how are you going? Let's pop your microphone a bit higher. Let's hear it.
Honestly, I'm not too sure. The last time I checked, we were in like 83rd or something.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, one of our best results so far, I think. But yeah.
What do you think of it now? You've raced for a while, haven't you? A few years.
I started in Year 8, I skipped Year 9, and then now I'm back in Year 10.
What do you think of it being separated from the community team? So you've got 160 odds, 170 teams here. Do you like it, or would you rather have all the teams together?
I prefer it with just the school teams, because with the just the school teams, you don't get as much, you don't get pushed around as much.
Well, there's much less congestion, and I know the community teams like it too. You've got some big brutes in there, like the guys we saw today in the Super Sprint, thanks to Brand Action. Cam, you're in S3, the upper secondaries, all right? You're with Green Edge, Xavier College. You've been here, your team's been involved for a long time. Another team that's been around for a long time is Norwood Mori Alta. They were like premiership players years ago. They went through a lull. They have now come back again. They're on 299 points coming into this. They're sitting in second at the moment, and they're giving the guys from St. Peter's a bit of a shake. Have you seen either of these guys, St. Peter's with Vector and also the guys from Norwood Mori Alta with Focus?
Well, when I started off the race for my team, I got passed by Vector a couple of times, and with the speed that they were going, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, one day that'll be you guys as well. Let's go to that. Cam, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to shake your hand. There we go. That's how we do it here. Good on you, Cam. See you later. To your brother as well. See you later.
See you, Sean.
See you, Shawnee. Okay, so what we're going to do now...
We're here at Norwood Mori Alta. One of their teams in S3 is currently second in the championship. So we're going to have a deep dig, see where they're at. We've just started the race. Their rider is getting ready for their second rider's getting ready to go in, so we'll have a chat. Here with the team. They've got a few guys here. Now I'm here with
Quindu.
Yeah, Quindu. So you're warming up. You're going to be second in the trike. Currently second in the championship for the series. We've just started the race, but have you got some tactics laid out for today? Obviously, we're getting to the crunch time, halfway through the championship so far. So, tactics, where we're at?
I can't reveal all the tactics, but we're just going to go out and race to our best, and hopefully we win.
Now, whole team, you guys got like 6 people in the race today. Your training level, what do we do for success?
All right, so this race we're running a team of 5. And yeah, it's just been a lot of training on the bike and on the track with the trikes.
Weather permitting out here. I know today's been pretty good, but Adelaide weather's always here and there. What's your best type of training method?
We've just been training every day. If it's raining, we're still out here training. And yeah, we were hoping for a little bit of rain today because we would have been right up there at the top. But yeah, still good in the heat, so hopefully, yeah.
You reckon you've got a bit of one-upmanship on them with ability to handle the bike. You guys are running trumps, that's right.
Yeah, so obviously the Trumps and the Tri-Sleds, which we're racing with, they race differently, but yeah, Trumps, we're good with them, so yeah.
Keeps you hot and in contention. Obviously, Ben won the sprint this morning, so yeah, a good trike. Anyway, we'll let you warm up, keep at it. We'll see you out on track, and hopefully you can get in front of them, take a few points from them later today.
Yeah, that's what we're all hoping for.
Gee, I tell you what, he kept on pedaling there in the live stream. Well done, Sequoia. Sequoia's heading down now to Barking Mad 2, the guys from the Adelaide Hills. Mount Barker had great success, not straight away, but with Barking Mad. Now Barking Mad 2 is here. They're sitting fairly well placed today as well, and would be one of those slightly outside threats for a win in the Australian Championship. The reason I say that is because they've got a really good, strong endurance team, and with the 24-hour coming up, they may well just be able to sort of place very high. If they have a good race today, then they have a very good chance of setting themselves up for September. Okay, so let's have a look here. Just the scene there. This is looking into the top corner. Just before we go to Sequoia, this is a tricky corner. Today from Beck Pim. Hi, guys. We're watching poolside up in sunny Darwin. Loving the live stream. Go the Bird. Hope Birdwood are having fun and missing you. You know what, Beck? I remember when Birdwood Primary first started. Their very first year, they helped us with the opening ceremony. Keep up the great word. This is from Lauren Ty. Shout out to Talia from Grant High and Brad from Mount High, watching from Mount Gambier. G'day, Lauren and the crew down there. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. This corner that we're looking at here is a mean corner. In the Brand Action sprint this morning, Ben O'Connell and also Gareth Hanks left this corner at 63 kilometres an hour. You think about how that is. And Benny O'Connell was really fighting the bike. The bike wanted to tip to the left and he was hitting on two wheels. But he handled it well and he actually won that sprint. Well, we might go to... I'm hearing that Sequoia Fran is with Mount Barker, Barking Mad 2. Let's head down to the pits with Sequoia.
So, Paul, we're here with Barking Mad, senior secondary. Got Seth here, one of the team riders. He's just been in the truck. You got out. Now, you got some mechanicals. We noticed you're in for a bit of time. How are we going so far today?
Oh, we're not doing as well as we normally would. We first off, we started off with the left wheel started squeaking, and it got worse and worse and worse every lap. So I just had to call it and come in, and we managed to switch over and put a new rim on it. That's what we're thinking. It might be the rim. The rim that we had on there wasn't actually meant to be the one we were racing with, so that wasn't a good start. So we put on the new rim. We got him back out there again with a different rider because I started getting cramps. And then he started noticing that the on top gear it started to squeal again. But that wasn't with the wheel, it was with something else. But we put a new rider out there and he seems to be doing quite well at the moment. So we're just trying to build back positions.
Yeah, no, that's good. So yeah, a bit of play in the morning. Obviously, the trike not quite going the way you want it. You guys now won last year's championship, didn't you? Yeah, if I'm correct, yeah.
So we had a lot of good riders that have now moved off and they've gone on to either onto Biohazard, which is our adults team that raced yesterday, or they've gone off to like Robbie. He's gone off to Reload Racing. Or they've just stopped racing in general, but they did really well, and now it's our time to try and step up to the plate. We've been on the podium every race except for last one, so we're going to try and keep going the way we were.
Obviously, a 6-hour here today at Adelaide. How's the track go for you guys? It is not too far away, but obviously a bit of time to drive. Do you guys feel that you get enough training down here, unlike the Pembroke guys that are just up the road?
We always come every weekend, or we would do up to Mount Lofty, or we'll do Mount Torrens, we'll do the Amy Gillett, so we're definitely getting a lot of riding in. We'll definitely get out on the trike every weekend as much as we can. So yeah, we get as much training as we can.
No, that's good. So yeah, obviously the sport's getting bigger and bigger now, and training's becoming a must-have. You can't just sit around all week and then try to jump in them. These guys are clocking some Ks. What average speeds are you looking at? Like for a good trike, that is, for running it as cleanly as possible. Where are you sitting?
Oh, anywhere between 40 to 50. You're really starting to clock up those K, especially on the straight here. You might even get up to 60 if you're lucky.
Yeah, it is a quick track. We got some good weather today, which will hopefully see you through. I know Norwood was discussing that they would have liked a bit of rain, but how do you guys see it fit?
Rain would have been really good. I notice a lot of teams start to slow right down when it comes to rain, and when you're one of those teams that just don't care and will just send it through those corners, it really starts to show, especially when teams really take it out wide and they really start to slow down, try and take it easy, because you can't really see much in the trikes when it's raining. It's like, oh, you just be riding and there'll be a trike like a metre ahead of you all of a sudden that just pops out of nowhere, and you have to quickly get around them. But that always adds to the fun.
Yeah, definitely. Like 170 trikes here today. We'll see how you go. Hopefully you don't have any more mechanical issues, but we'll leave you with that, Paul, and you can take it from there.
Good on you, Sequoia. Well, just part of the track's in sunlight, part of it's not, and we're in the bit that's not. There is rain coming. We've had a couple of sprinkles now, so they might get their wish with Norwood Mori Alta wanting that, and a few of the others with Mount Barker as well. We're in the pits on the main straight. This has been the place where there've been a few incidents here. You can see that there's too many people in this pit here, and we're going to have to clear them out. That's one of the issues that we're going to have to fight, because too many people are a few selfies happening over here as well. Let's spin it round. Come on, let's do this. Hello, guys. Temple Christian College, parents and friends. Have you got friends, have you? Yeah, good on you. Hey, how are you going?
Good. Lots of fun.
You're in next, obviously.
Yes, I am.
You don't just dress like that.
Nope.
Good man. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
It's a fast track. Sequoia's entirely right. Look, there's you on there. There you go. These guys. Hey, the atmosphere down here, very, very good. It will change. The flavour will change and the speeds will slow as the rain comes in. We are expecting a bit. Not a lot, but just enough to make it a little bit cloudy inside the vehicles here, the closed vehicles, most of which they are now. Now, one of the standouts here has been Eric and also Pembroke's other machine, Phoenix, the beautifully painted Phoenix. Sequoia Fran is down in the Pembroke pits. They are directly opposite the commentary box there. We always see what they're up to. A very schmick unit. Have a look at this, Sequoia.
Hey there, Paul. Thank you. So we're here with Pembroke. Pembroke have just done 3 changeovers in the last couple seconds here. Now they're leading with the middle secondary schools there. Got Lenny here. Lenny, you've been the team manager for a long time at Pembroke for the team. 3 teams, that's pretty standard. Well, you got 4.
This score, we've got 5 teams. We're running a primary team as well. So yeah, primary team. We've got a 2 junior secondary teams, which are made up of all boys, and then we've got a senior secondary A team. We've also got our senior girls team as well.
Now, Phoenix, that's your middle secondary. They're leading the championship, that's correct?
Yeah, so Phoenix is leading the championship for junior secondary. They had a belter of a race last round and managed to get the overall win. Boys are aiming for it again this round. I don't know if they'll be able to. We've had a couple of little altercations already. Eric, good to see Eric back in the mix. They've been leading the race overall today over the last sort of half an hour on and off. There's been a real good battle between the Norwood Focus crew, St. Peter's Vector, Eric from Pembroke and Phoenix from Pembroke. So last time I checked, those 4 bikes were within about 10 seconds of each other. And then I think there was 2 laps to the next bike. But just great to see the schools category so close. It's like the open racing.
Yeah, well, they're all morning for that first hour. They're tail to tail through the corners and whatnot. It's great racing, and for the juniors to be coming up into the sport, hopefully they're going to transfer to those bigger teams as well. I know you've got good ties with Relentless, so riders transfer onto them quite regularly.
Yeah, look, we've got links with obviously Jace Noddle from Relentless, that runs Relentless. He's a good mate of mine, and occasionally one of our riders will jump in. So Marcus Chandler, one of our juniors. He's doing a mountain bike race this morning and he's coming to do his stint a bit later, but he actually raced last round on the Saturday with Team Relentless, one of their teams. But yeah, look, I think the really big thing coming out of it today, I think, is those teams that are all racing together, you know, nose to tail with those 3. And I was talking to one of the managers from Norwood before, and we were saying how, you know, these boys are just get more and more respect for each other, and you know, in the future they'll be riding in teams alongside each other, you know, which is fantastic.
We're just saying more people like Gareth Hanks has come back into the sport. Obviously, he was a big name back in the day. We've got a lot more that are following in. So hopefully down the track, this sport's just going to grow and grow and grow. How do you see it in the next 5 years, say?
Oh, look, it's getting quicker and quicker. Scary quick in some degrees. It's, some of the speeds that the kids are doing. I think the biggest thing is the consistency. It's become, I've been involved for 31 years and, I've seen it go from, I hope our bike makes it through the first hour to, I hope it makes it through the 24 hours to, now it's, most of them are bought. That's no secret. And I think that's just sort of how it's shaped up, and it's become a fully fledged sport now. It's respected by SASI. SASI come out and do testing because they realise there's a pool of students here that they need to tap into as future champions. Relentless yesterday and even in the shootout this morning, the sprint race this morning, they had Stil von Hoff, who's he's done multiple Tour de France's, come off the pro circuit, comms game, come off the pro circuit from Europe, last year, and he used to formerly race with True Blue, who one of the leading teams going back sort of 8-10 years ago. And you see the smile on his face being back in the sport, and it's grassroots to some degree, but I think it's a little bit more than that. The kids out there, unless you come to the races now, you don't realise the effort they're putting in and how much they're pushing themselves and the level of competitiveness that it takes now to be in that top tier.
Yeah, it's just great to be a part of it. I've been a part of it for a while now, so I've known you through the sport a fair bit, but hopefully it just gets better and better and better. So I will leave you with that. I don't know if your rider was just here. He hopped out of the trike. You were with Phoenix. How is it out there today? How are the conditions?
It's good. It's really good. It's dry. It's warm. It gets a bit hot though in the sun, but yeah, pretty good.
Got enough ducting in there?
Yeah, we've got the new roof duct in there, and that's so much better than having the side ones.
I noticed yesterday just that sun, even though it is winter here now, it is just beating through the perspex and getting into her. They're really sealed nowadays. And as for the speed, that's why we're getting so good. They're aerodynamic as anything, so they can only get better. But obviously, how long were you in there for?
I was out for just over an hour. I'm not sure exactly. How long was that? Hour 10. Yeah.
Pretty good sin. Averaging where are you at? 47, 48?
About 45, 44-ish.
Yes, nice. So your aspiration, obviously you're in a junior secondary. You're going to move on to the next tier. Where from to there?
I don't know. We'll see how we go in seniors, and never know, might come back as an old scholars team.
Definitely, and it's not long now, and you'll be there. So hope for the best. You got some cooling down to do, definitely. Get some nutrition back in you in case you have to go again. But otherwise, thank you, Paul. We'll leave you with that.
Terrific work, Sequoia. Really terrific to see. And I really like what Jason Lentakis had to say about some of the history. 31 years he's been involved. All of our riders today weren't even born. None of them. That's a really strange sort of concept, isn't it? Behind me here is that tough corner. They come into it. They need to tuck left and then pull right. You'll look at some of the camber that it pushes them to the left. It wants to tip them to the left. And if anyone takes this corner wrongly, then this is a bit of trouble here. We saw from Floodlight Media an excellent replay of what can go wrong here. And if you watch enough of these or you've ridden this track before, you know this is a really hard corner to take. This is where, if you think about the Superloop 500 track, it used to be called the Clipsal 500, this is the front straight where the pits are, with the V8s, and they go along here. This is where our track leaves the V8 track here. And it's a fairly new part of track. It's probably about 7 years old. And it's the meanest corner probably in Pedalpree, I reckon. They might say that Loxton is, the bottom corner there. No, I reckon this one here, it catches more people than anything, or maybe the final corner before McLaughlin Straight in Murray Bridge as well. But this will be in the top two, I would say. Most teams taking it all right here. Some very good speeds as they come through. You can throw yourself into this probably at about 50 k's an hour without losing it. Anything more than that, you have to be really very skilled. As I said before, that Benny O'Connell, who won the sprint earlier thanks to Brand Action, he almost lost it here as well. In fact, has once in the past. Hope you've enjoyed the In fact, we'll look at this replay here. Bit of a, yeah, you can see there. So let's work through this replay on the live stream thanks to Floodlight. Let's just go slowly through this. Where's our culprit? You can see onto two wheels. There is some serious understeer there. He's trying to correct it. And what's happened is just simple momentum has carried him through because he just didn't go wide enough at the start. So he's gone, have a look at this. You can just see it again. Yep, there you go. And there's another vehicle in trouble just at the back of the course as well. It's just about momentum and getting yourself balanced. And if you go too thin, you'll find yourself just leaning to the left, and it's really quite a scary feeling. And some of the vehicles go through on two wheels, and some of the vehicles go through on their side. We had an infamous belly up here, a few vehicles on the first lap about 5-6 years ago. So it is a notorious corner. So far, so good, though. Most of the teams absolutely getting through this and nailing it. They do walk through it at the start of the day with their managers. All right, so from here, we'll be back for the race end. The race ends 4 o'clock local. We'll be back, I reckon it's about 3:30 p.m. I'll just check that locally at approximately 3:30. But and I'll give you that time before 3:45 local, and we'll go through to the end here. If you'd like updates, you can do that by going onto our website, and you'll get verification of the times, where everyone's sitting in the championship and in this race as well. Until we see you again, hope you're enjoying the broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. Have a good one, no matter where you are in the world. Write to us, let us know where you are. We've had some people from country Australia now. We've had a few from Canada, which is always great, and one from England as well. Still haven't heard from Paddy Yonker from France. We will, though, towards the end, I'm sure. Until then, have a good one. We'll talk to you soon here at round 4 of the UniSA Australian HPV Super Series of Victoria Park.